Well, for more on President Erdogan's speech, I'm now joined by Onur Erim from Ankara. He's a political advisor and writer. Good to speak to you. So Erdogan praised Operation Euphrates Shield in his speech, saying that it was a single accomplishment against Daesh. And considering now that it has placed troops near the border of Iraq and Syria, is Turkey getting ready for more military involvement in the region?
Good evening. I think President Erdogan more is stressing on the fight against Daesh/ISIS has to be taken very seriously. The world cannot any longer act like they're fighting against Daesh. They actually have to fight against Daesh and others like it. I think President Erdogan's speech in almost all the matters that he talked about was, although he's talked about specific examples, he generalized these things in a worldly manner. He said fighting Daesh is a necessity. Fighting Daesh like the way it should be fought is a necessity. But it's not only Daesh; it's others like it that seem to be coming up, and it's also fighting against those countries harboring efforts like these that has to be fought against. And he had a saying that he started using years ago. When you start calling, your terrorist, my terrorist, or his terrorist, it's not going to come to an end. Terrorism is an act against humanity, and it has to be stopped no matter who they're doing it for or what they're doing it for. So I think President Erdogan had delivered a very a speech that's very much is expected from a true world leader, and that's what he did.
Well, Guterres, Trump and Erdogan have all called for reforming the UN since it was established after the Second World War and that it needs to transform. But do they all have the same vision in mind?
I don't think so. I think that's one of the things that President Erdogan was stressing about. He said, these things have to be taken seriously. There is, I heard from a couple of different experts, references being made to back to World War atrocities, and he's been pointing these out since day one. He's trying to pull attention to everything in the world. In his speech, he mentioned that we're not only, as Turkey, we're not only helping or trying to resolve issues surrounding Muslim countries or Muslim minorities or Muslim nations or groups. He's concerned of the well-being of all those around the globe that are in need and that are being attacked and that are being deprived of their basic human rights.
Well, thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World, Onur Erim.